Boiling Texas tea, oil crosses $55 a barrel for the first time. How high can it go? We'll find out what traders are saying this morning.
Behind the numbers, earnings season shifts into high gear. 3M is out with its earnings and IBM is due to report after the closing bell. We'll ask traders how the results could affect today's market action.
And Big Brother's maker will talk to the company that's created a chip which can be implanted in you and find out whether there's enough demand to make a profit. All ahead on this edition of Market Call. It's being touted as a potential life-saving device. The Food and Drug Administration has approved VERICHIP, an implantable microchip that stores a person's medical history. Applied Digital, Florida-based company, is the creator of the device, and it could mean a big surge in the publicly traded firm's profits. Joining us now with more, Scott Silverman, Chairman and CEO of Applied Digital Solutions. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, David. Thanks for having me.
First of all, the size of this device.
Yeah, the size of the VERICHIP is about the size of a grain of rice. It's 11 millimeters by 1 millimeter, and it's an injectable product, not a surgically implanted product, that goes in the upper right arm area, is the area that our physicians have chosen for ease of access for the scanners as well as biocompatibility.
Well, what kind of information would be stored on such a chip?
Well, the chip itself only has a 16-digit unique identification number. What is important is the information that you, as the person with VERICHIP, store on the affiliated database. Specifically, what the FDA approved last week was that we are now able to store medical information such as medical records, medical device information, personal information, and insurance information on the database so that in a clinical or an emergency setting, you can be brought into an emergency room or a physician's office, and within milliseconds, the doctor will be able to access your medical records and medical information.
This is likely to I guess, replace whatever card I carry in my wallet, or maybe those little bracelets that people wear, those medical alert bracelets, right?
That's correct. It's a very similar technology. The only difference is VERICHIP is under your skin. It's tamper-proof. It's secure. It's with you all the time, and no one can take it and use it for their benefit.
But under my skin sounds invasive, and for a lot of people, I'm guessing, a bit scary at this point. Why is under my skin better than on my wrist?
Well, certainly it's invasive, but as you know, medical devices of all kinds, pacemakers, knee replacements, hip replacements, work their way into the medical community, into the medical society, as they become beneficial for the patient who actually has the medical device inside of them. The reason why this is important in today's world is that we are moving towards a universal medical record database. In fact, the government, the Department of Health and Human Services, has put in place a program that within 10 years we will have a universal medical record database across the country, and the ability to access that database is important, whether it be through something external, which can be removed or stolen, or whether it be through something internal like a VERICHIP that can not only be used for medical applications, but security applications and financial applications as well.
Security applications, give me an example.
Well, I guess the best example is a few months ago, I'm sure many people know that the Attorney General of Mexico stood up at a press conference and announced that he and a number of his staff had actually received a microchip, specifically the VERICHIP, for ingress and egress into secure facilities. It's a higher level of smart card, if you will.
Is that likely to lead to I guess people cutting off the limbs, or like in terrorist situations? I just think about what's going on overseas at this point. If they think that they can get into a building or get access to some files with the help of a microchip that's embedded in my neck, why not just behead the person and use that just to beep into the files?
Well, actually the opposite. The RFID technology, because it's tamper-proof and secure, is unique to you, can only give you access to a specific facility because of the affiliates that you allow to have access to the information on your database. Someone else in control of your microchip that has your VERICHIP would not be able to access a facility, would not be able to retrieve your medical information.
Are the chips impacted by MRIs or any medical side effects to those people who have them implanted?
To our knowledge, no. In fact, the history of this chip goes back about 15 years. For 15 years, our sister company, Digital Angel Corporation, which trades as DOC, D-O-C on the Amex, has been using this for animals such as dogs and cats, and for livestock. You may be familiar with thousands of dogs and cats per month that are reunited with their owners because of the simple fact that they have the sister chip, the VERICHIP, in their body. They're taken to a shelter. The American Kennel Club keeps a database, and they're reunited with their owners as a result of having this chip inside of them.
Scott Silverman, we appreciate you coming on the program today.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it.
Applied Digital, joining us today from Florida.